Good evening, everybody, and welcome to RidiPwn streaming. Today is going to be a little different, like every day. I'm going to be engaged in the trials for my relic horn and my bard. Alright, so what are the trial markings? Here we are. Dynamis BSD. Let's get some trusts out. EV. GK. Shantoto 2, yeah, that's why not. Korumoru and Apururu. Alright, let's see where we're going. So I need to go to G10, G11. So what's interesting here is that I'm a sub ninja. And I got these consolidated tools. Problem is, those things don't work if you're not if you are a ninja sub. Okay. So no sneak invisible. Let's see. Let's get some speed increase. You know, I'm starting to like Bard a lot. And I'm playing it a bit different, as you guys notice. My Bard is Bard that can hit. So I'm not gonna be this bard that just casts the songs and disappears. Alright, so what's going on here? So far no aggro. Oh, we got aggro? Okay. Just one guy. So it's a trial for the relic horn. There's a Hydra mob that I have to kill and then just spawn another NM. What's great about this trial is that if you have people, one person can stay on top and you can just be by the spawn place and just cast lots on the items, and this way you cut the back and forth. But I found another thing with this trial which is interesting. You can just get to the spawn spot because they got hydras all around and the respawn rates is pretty quick, so you can just farm for the pop item over there. Isn't it crazy about dynamics these days, guys? Remember back in the days? How much work these things took. I don't think I got even one item back in the days. The waiting list was crazy. Alright, so we got a little train here going. What was that all about? So, the reason I'm leveling Bard is my ticket for Ambuscade. I don't have the DD power to participate as a damage dealer. So, I would try to get into very difficult Ambuscade as a Bard. Jeep got stolen as well. Yeah. Son is so funny. He every time he cannot find something in the house, it's a thief. Thief stole everything. Let me get this thing on. Yeah. Oh man, let me tell you about Audis. He's so good at spotting Audi. It's unbelievable. Like I'm walking like the other day with him and he's going, it's Audi, it's Audi. So I'm like, where? I'm like, this is not Audi. And then I look at the wheels and there's the logo and he spotted it. It's just amazing sense of observation. Now I told him what's a BMW. So he spots BMWs. Loves cars. Like I have a GTI, right? So what's funny is like when he saw someone else's GTI, he goes, "Papa, they're stealing your car." I'm like, "No, this is not my car. It's just the same color." He goes, "No, it's your car." So it took a while for me to explain that, you know, it's other people can have the same car colors. So that was hilarious. Yeah. So I'm already 3 out of 5 on this trail, so we should be done shortly when I get to the camp. So the idea is to get this trail completed. Then we're gonna do a Unity fight to get the deeds for the month. I show you guys a very good Unity map. If you have a thief, that's a great Unity to spam. because of those rocks. And then we're gonna try out the Potion Man. What's really good about the Potion Man is hard to sleep him because he has a resistance to sleep, and he can cure your amnesia. There is something interesting about him too, is that he you have to pay the man. So he comes with a price. So from time to time you gotta dish out some dough. But I'm excited to get him. I've been really neglecting my deeds, my monthly deeds. So it took me like 2.5 years to get 480 deeds. Yeah, and one thing interesting about the Potion Man is that I think for like 170 deeds you get pulse weapons, and you know, if some of those deeds you can do easily with your trusts. So I suggest getting deeds on your mule, and then just basically obtain a pulse weapon. And one thing with pulse weapon is that you can trade it. You can send it to your main character. So that's another way to obtain your pulse from your mules. Yeah, I'm really excited for the doctor. I don't know if this doctor counts towards the mule leveling because it just came out recently. But yeah. Alright, so let's see, there's gonna be some hydras here, so let's see if we can get few items. I mean, one item. We're gonna need a hydra black mage, white mage, or bard. If you guys ever interested, you know, in a good LS, I welcome you to Bismarck. We have a very nice group here. Guys are very helpful, and we're going to be resuming our Ionic runs in about 2 weeks. I was actually able to get through almost all the mobs. We have 4 mobs left in Resugina for complete clear. So what I've been doing all this time is we've been leveling Nirvanas. We got 3 extra Nirvanas for Ionic. So 3 Nirvanas are very powerful. You can actually carry practically 2 parties with 3 Nirvanas and helms in Resugina. one thing I noticed, this game has a very bad threat handling. If you don't know what is a threat, it's stuff happening at the same time. So certain actions would take over and basically your character just would not move. So sometimes when I'm being engaged by a huge train of mobs, what ends up happening is that by the time I get to fight one, you know, you can sometimes even wipe. There's just too many. Oh wow, someone is there. Let me go here because I don't want somebody to steal my map. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to equip treasure hunter belt. It does help a bit. Alright, let me see. Maybe I got it by accident already. Trader's fortune. No. Beastmaster there. No. Hydra and Dragoon. Nope. We still good. Yeah. And one thing about the Ambu, I mean the Deeds pools, there's a really good pools that the Arch Dynamis Lord drops, which basically allow you to steal a buff from the mob. It's a sword. So typically people keep that pools. It's perfect for dual wield. It adds a similar way to Aura Steel and Thief. So I will get that pools and I will keep it. So, oh no. One thing with trusts, be careful with tight spots because sometimes they get stuck and they will not advance to you. Okay. Alright, this place confuses me. I mean, yeah, so this is correct. Okay, we almost at the camp. So that's the pools that you want to keep, the one from the Shadow Lord. In terms of the best pulses that I've seen from Ambuscade, there's a friend of mine in Elas. He has the shiny one, Black Ghost, and we were doing Apex mobs, and he was doing 999 darkness with that pulse. The polyarm pulse is insane. Wow, I'm out of inventory space. I'm losing stuff, so let's get rid of certain things. Attestations. I really don't need these things here. So that's an extremely good pulse. Alright, Infinity Core. Let's drop down. Goblin Grease. Alright, we should be fine for now. I have a pulse for my Sam waiting in the wings, so that's probably is going to be another job that I level. Alright, so this is the zone where they have them. So I got a monk here. I do not have a really good DD that I can just go in and take over and ambuscade. So that's my next job. So it's gonna be either yeah, either samurai or a monk. Okay, so this is the camp where you want to be to farm the items. Let's do a little change up here. Let me get rid of Shantoro. And there is a treasure hunter trust. What's her name? Nanamigo. Yep. So there's a white mage over here. Okay, we have the pub item. So that was quick. So let's go to the pub area. One thing I gotta tell you about Bard is one of the hardest job to macro, because the timer is just... What the heck is this? Oh wow, I turned the wrong way. It's not here. Why is the hardest job to macro? Because because of the weight distribution. Remember, you have precast, and then you have midcast, and everything has to be in sync for you to get a good song out. One thing what you want to do with Bard is you have this ability to make the songs extremely long. It's... what's it called? Troubadour. So if your duration is really good, then you have a perpetual troubadour. Okay, this is a spot. You know what? Let me get engaged with something, because it's already trickling down to 662. I don't want to get one-shotted. Okay, I'm gonna disengage. Now let's gonna find the question mark. Alright, here we go. Sadists. Let me do Alien Age here. If you ever wanted to do something with relics, this is a good time to do it. I got 100 of the hundreds of currency, 10,000 for 12 million, which is unheard of. It's extremely cheap. So we have one more pub to do and we're done. Let's change my treasure hunter belt. Okay, here's a Bart. Let's see if we get lucky. No. If you're looking for really good trust, Arc GK is extremely good. I've been talking about him before. He has insanely high TP gain. So if you want a solo Apex mob, this is your guy. Nope. No drop. I see no lag. There's no lag whatsoever, guys. Also, it depends what you're running on your computer too. Like, what is your load? This machine that I'm using is pretty powerful, so this game almost takes no CPU when I run it. Let's see. Omen also, when I do Omen and cleaving in Estra, also no lag. I haven't tried the version yet. You know, funny thing is I still don't have access. I've been so caught up with getting my Nirvana finished. So I have to do the Dream Wars. I'm Dynamis. And then I'll let you know how that goes. But, you know, so far I haven't seen anything noticeable. My biggest problem is the threading problems. You know, when the animation is taking over and you cannot engage the mob. You know, that's my biggest problem, and it kills me. Many times I die because of that. Because the guy just would not engage. Okay, we have our item. We're going to be able to complete the trail right now. So let's get out of here after that. Yeah, dynamic currency farming. I don't know how people do it. You know, it's just. I guess you gotta go to Dream Worlds, and I think that's where the RMT. There's a lot of RMT bots that are just farming currency over and over. So regular players, I don't know if it takes forever. Also, you know what helps out the ambuscade rewards. People just get that and call it a day. And let me tell you something about the when you're working on your relic, right? So the final upgrade is 10,000 currencies. But you know what funny thing is? You get 3,000 back. So usually what people do is that they have 7,000 and they borrow 3,000. If you short on gear. In my LS, how we do things, so we specialize in Ionic, and if you want to help the group but you're short on cash, so we sponsor a certain Rema. So if you want to get Nirvana, we will basically help you with financing it, because think about it, right? What's the point, right? If you advance as a group, everybody benefits. If only one person is just like hoarding everything, you can only play one job at a time. So how is that gonna help the group? So I make like 70-80 mil per month. So you do Rema, you want to do Nirvana, I'll help you. It's no problem. The more Nirvanas you have, the better off you are. Obviously, the moment somebody just like gets the Rema and splits from the LS, I'll have to think about that strategy. But so far, it's been working out well. Okay, let me see. We got our trials completed, right? Forget it. I'm not gonna see this in all this mess. So let's get out of here. I'm on Bismarck. So if you're interested in Ionic, you want to help the group out. We are the Ionic runs take place on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern. So that's the timetable. And let me tell you something about Nirvana, right? So the crazy damage with Nirvana comes with Aftermath 3. And it affects the pets that are doing multi-hits. So let's say I think Ramu does 5 hits, right, per blood pack attack. When you have Nirvana, instead of 5 hits, he can do 15 hits, right? If you hit all the because Nirvana Aftermath 3 gives you double attack and triple attack. I think it's like 30%, 50, 40% and 30%. I don't remember correctly, but that's the breakdown. So okay, so how is the population on the server? Let me take a look. So usually around this time it's going to be about 500 people. Let me see. Search all. Okay, 417. So that's a very good size group. All right. So let's get that trial completed. And believe me, you don't want a server with a lot of people. Abyssea, it's gonna be crowded. All the spots where you can AOE is gonna be crowded. I mean, I don't see myself cleaving in Estia with 3 or 4 parties. It's almost impossible. You're gonna be there forever. So there are benefits of small servers. I can tell you, you want to be on a server where it's not overcrowded, but there is enough people to get stuff done. So that's my philosophy. So Bismarck is actually pretty good with that regard. I remember crazy stories people told me, like, you know, the Imperial weapons in Abyssea. There used to be lines, like, of people just waiting to fight the enemy. It's just crazy. I don't see myself doing that. So if you come back to the game at this moment, you're in a good spot. Alright, so let's get the horn upgraded. Gjallarhorn. It would be nice if they let you trade straight from wardrobes, so you don't have. Oh, okay, so I don't have inventory space. Forgotten thought. Yeah, I've been actually. I got like 150,000 total hallmarks and ambuscade and VD. So my summoner has been very highly in demand. Because what we do is sort of we break the rules of this ambuscade, you know, where the guy does a crazy TP attack if you have a core blue mage, paladin and whatnot. So I come as a summoner and I just mew. One person engages the map and I just mew. So mewing resets TP to 0. So if you have a very good recast on your blood packs, what the heck is it? Okay. Then you can then you can mew effectively. The most desirable position for ambuscade this month is a monk. Monk can actually solo it. What the heck? It's gonna be at the end, yep. Oh wow. Alright, we get a 3-song horn. Yeah, it's getting there. Thank you guys. And the link shell, guys, I tell you, it's a community that evolves. So at the beginning, you're gonna get a lot of people. You're gonna be doing different things, and you know some people will leave, right? It's normal. And at some point, you get a very good mix of people, and that's gonna be your core. And then it just grows and expands. I think we are like up to like 25, 30 active members, and then you know other people have obligation in real life, so they come and go. But yeah, it's been interesting, this whole experience. Okay, let's start the next trial. I'm not gonna go through it, but I'm just gonna get it started. Also, you know what I like to do in my LS is just allow people to leech. Like, you know, if you have a good setup and you don't need a 6, you know, full-time people, then let some people leech. Let them be happy, you know, let them get some good gear too. You know, it's... Believe me, you get more people excited that don't have much gear than you come all full equipped with 6. So it's I like to do that too. If I would have a good Rema monk, then I would just bring 5. No, I would bring 4 leeches with me. And just get our white mage trust healer. That's all. All right, so let's put this thing away. All right, so let's dump some inventory. We're gonna change to thief, and let's get that potion man. Yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate the support because it's just amazing. Like we feed off each other. Like I create the videos, you guys come and watch, and it's sort of like uh, you know uh, all this traction just motivates the person just to do more. You watch the earliest video, when my teeth was still not there. I did there was an ambu that I did on easy with a gimp teeth. I mean, like my heart was like coming out of my chest. It was so nerve-wracking, but I succeeded there. Yeah, it's making videos. It's also creates a nice memory. You can go back and see what you've done before. It's a good way. I wish I could done this when I was starting the game. All right, so let's see what we got here. Not much I can dump. Big problem with inventory, guys. Yeah. The nostalgia thing is crazy, especially for these games. Remember when it used to take a couple of hours just to get to a certain zone? And then just the atmosphere that you can wipe at any time, and you'll be stuck there, and have to go all the way back in. Like missions, they took forever. All these people that are joining at this moment, they never experienced those days. Dying and de-leveling. Oh man. Okay. I made a video about something funny. I don't know if you guys seen it. So we had a party in Crawler's Nest. It took a while for the replacement to come. Someone was leaving, and Black Mage warped to that person. The one that was coming. After like about an hour, he comes back again, and the Black Mage warps him again. Then the person comes back the third time, and Black Mage was warping him again. At that point, I kicked the guy out of the party. I don't know what was the deal of it there, but everybody was like laughing so much. And who can forget telehoring, right? Teleports for 5k, right? Teleports for 2k, That's how you made money back in the days. Yeah, teletaxi. Oh, I don't know if you guys remember the earlier days, even before that, when the maps would not despawn. So Crawler Nest was notorious for this, right? You go inside and then you pull a great train and you leave the zone, right? Someone comes back in and bam, you're dead. Yeah, bodies everywhere. Like you zone into a place and you're dead, right? Right there. So that was like, and people used to, you know, get possessive of the camps, so they would just kill you on purpose. These days were crazy, but you know what was during those days a lot? There was a lot of respect, right? Because you don't want to piss people off because they were MPK, right? So there were some benefits to that system. All right, I'm just gonna send some stuff to my mule. I keep forgetting which mule has this. Okay. Alright, so I got some currencies that I can just dump to a mule. We're gonna change to thief. Thank you for coming. Yeah, people were you know, protective of their zones, but you know what, a lot of one thing I notice in this game, a lot of people are very sensitive, no, yeah, let me take that back. So before, you had to play really good, because if you were playing badly, then they would badmouth you, right? So you will not get party invites, or if you get invites, then you know, they're gonna evaluate you and that they kicked you out. So people were extremely conscious of the way you played, so you had to really play your job extremely well. Now I notice the quality of some of the play is really not there. People don't play their jobs as well as before. Another thing why this happens, because the gear is just so powerful, right? So you get away with things. Yeah. And I can tell you something, that all the jobs are really good. It's the person that plays the job that sucks. You know, if you play your job well, doesn't matter where you are, you can still contribute to the overall success. I saw, you know, a thief has this, does this weapon skill, evisceration, right? Evisceration. I get about like 7,000-8,000 on that weapon, right? I parry once with a thief. You know how much he was getting off evisceration? 40,000. So his darkness was doing 70,000-80,000 on Apex map. So what did he do? He heavily invested in in the critical hits category. So you can really gear up extremely well. So let me put this on for sale. 1 second. Yeah, bad bards. Yeah, usually problem with bards is that bards get very lazy. You know, they get cast a song, don't do nothing, and then come back and cast again. All right, let's do this now. So we're gonna do the monthly deed. So monthly objective, wanted M. So I'm gonna go to Cape. I'm gonna show you guys the great map for. Okay, currently accepted area, Cape again. Yeah. I am on Bismarck. Yeah, if you're looking for an LS to help you and help you get you geared up, good people come to the RPAC in Bismarck. We welcome you with open arms. Can also help you with some gil to get you going. Trust. Okay, so thief. I'm gonna use a TP set. Let me just lock up my TP macro. Okay, so I'm gonna call trusts that will help me out here. So EV is gonna be my tank. I'm gonna pick. There's a nice trick in the game. You can pick 2 bards. If you pick 2 bards, you're gonna get 4 songs on yourself. So I would take Queltada, Joachim, Korumoru, and Apururu. This is the best. Yeah, what we gotta do, guys, there's really the social media scene for Final Fantasy. It's really not what it should be. So our presence on Facebook should be better, and Twitter. So getting people informed, that's how you get them back a lot. And obviously videos do help. Okay, so okay, these guys are gonna be annoying now. And one thing I want to tell you, there's a dagger on thief, right? Aeneas. I'm not crazy about this Ionic. What's great about this map, guys, it's how easy it is to process it. Oh wow, he turned around on me. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna fight off EV, I'm just gonna do a trick of him. You see, he gets processed extremely. You guys see this this 8 for the skill chains? This is extremely useful. Alright, so we got a 480 deeds. Yeah. So this map is the easiest Unity map to spam. This guy gets processed like crazy. So if you get your accolades, just come here and just spam him. What's great about Unity, when they drop those rocks, Pluton, Beiditsu, Rotten Builders, they drop them in quantities of 40 to 60. So you get 2 drops, you get a stack. That's like 300, 400k right there. So if you have like an hour of your time, just spam this mob. On top of that, you get the wings, which you can NPC. So you get money on top of this. This is how you beat that. This is how you turn-based. Yeah, turn-based RPGs. I really like. It's especially the early Final Fantasy games. Yeah, let's do one more fight, guys, so you will see how easy this thing goes. Now, in video games, I notice a lot of corporate culture gets into the mindset of the company. So they don't make games like they used to. You know, where people now sit in a conference room and they decide, you know, what to do. There's not that many, you know. Before you used to have these small shops, you know, that can put out a good game. Now the games are so complex that the budget is so huge that small companies cannot really survive and make a good game for profit. Yeah, finally it's over. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we have now enough deeds. So let's get the potion man and let's see what happens. A lot of now games, they charge you for stuff you buy inside the game, right? So you get the game for free. But if you want to get a new gear or new weapon or something exclusive, you have to pay. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so I guess this is the guy, right? I'm on validator. Okay, so I don't think I ever talked to this guy before. Okay, claim a reward. 480. Okay, so there's your pools right here for 170. Oh wow, here it is, guys. Monberaux alter ego. Yeah, and pulse weapons. The best way to get pulse weapons, if make sure you do Nazio IO in Uncharted when the campaign is on. People been getting crazy pulses there, so just keep spamming it, and you can get several pulses during the course of the campaign. So don't miss it, because this is very easy to do. How I get pulls is I do this Patpuri. I'm currently like at 17,000, so I'm 8,000 away from a pulse. Thank you. So let's see how this thing looks like. Do I have to pay him right away? Let's see. Let's go to a Bostock, Port Bostock. I much prefer that they will give us Matsui P as the deeds rewards, that you get to keep him, then lose him after several months. Okay, is this guy gonna get excited? Let's see. All right. So let's go to Reshagina. Let's just see, test out the good doctor. You know what? I can tell you, Lua programming. It's a tricky subject because Square Enix is not gonna look kindly on that type of content. It's a very shaky ground, you know. But you know what? Lua is extremely easy, you know. So it's not. It's something you know that anybody like with some basic knowledge can do. Okay, so let's receive. Okay, I don't need you to give me anything. So let's see how this works. So let's call it EV. EV. What else can we call? Let's call some good support. So Joachim support. Korumor support. Queltada. And Monberaux. Where are you, my friend? Hey, let me see. Do I pay him right away? Let's pay the man right away. Doesn't want any money. So I really don't know whether you pay the... Can I talk to him? No. Yeah, Lua, it's a NPC in Juno. Cool. Yeah, I will check that out. Thank you. So let's see here. Let's see the potion man. What he's gonna do now. Okay. 4-minute shell and protect is not gonna do it. That can get you killed, guys. 4-minute shells and protect. This is ridiculous. Yeah, that add-on is they have templates out there, but you know the templates are so huge that you might get lag on your macros. So I heard stories from people. If you go to like extremely populated areas and you have lots of mobs on you, it might lag on you. So what you might want to do is just strip it down and just use what you need, what you want to use. I'm not happy with the durations on protect and shell. Okay, he removed the paralysis extremely fast. Yeah, he removed the paralysis extremely fast, but the duration and shell and protect are very troublesome because 5 minutes is not much. And look, I've been fighting now for a while, and he's not casting shell. If you are fighting a mob on end game and you don't get the shell 5, you're gonna get one-shotted. So I don't understand that delay there. Let's see. Try one more thing. Let me just clear the inventory here. Okay, let's see if he's gonna redo this. Okay, now he gave me shell. Okay. So like with programming, right? What you really want to do is you want to be a full stack developer. meaning you can handle the front end. Let's just take web for example, right? So for the front end, you know how to use JavaScript and HTML. For the server side, you have a good .NET with, let's say, C#. And then for the backend, like the database, you have knowledge of SQL. So that's very helpful. I'm gonna do a little later on some SQL videos, just to show people how easy it is to work with SQL. Let's see what we got here. Void grass, yeah. Yeah, COBOL is still used a lot, especially in business, and went through so many iterations. The most powerful language is C, because C, a lot of the stuff used is written in C. So C is like the bare bone of a lot of things. C++ is also very powerful. Okay, so this let's, you know what? Let's see what we have here. Inventory space. Let's dump this thing out. You see, guys, Kaja lands. I need to get my pools, and here comes another super weapon. Okay. Abja seals. And you know, Microsoft now, since they changed their approach and they went open source, you know what? Let's try Omen quickly with this new trust. I don't have re-raise, so I'm a little bit shaky here, but let's see what we can do. Set thief damage control. No, let me get some food going here. Sublime sushi. This is gonna be a really good test. Oh, that was loud. Yeah, so the C# business, we're gonna go through like really very deep dive into C#. Basically, I'm following an outline of the core of the language, so you're gonna get a good meat as we progress. Let's see, Shantatu. Joachim. Koromaru. Yeah, every programming language is good for something. Alright, let's see what macro sets I'm using. You know what's interesting about programming is math, right? They give you so much math during your college years, and then you start working, and where's that math? You know. So usually, what ends up happening, a lot of people sign up for computer science, and then you get like out of a class of 40 people, 5, graduate, or so they make computer science very difficult. I don't know how it is nowadays, but it used to be extremely tough. I had some assignments that I was finished like right before class, and then she would give a test on the material. Okay, so far he's I'm impressed with that good doctor. You know, I was expecting year 2000 to have flying cars. You know, all these technological wonders. We sort of the innovation of the world sort of it's a little bit on hold. Like, you guys remember we used to have these crazy speeds for Pentium processors, right? They stopped doing that, and now you basically get a lot of cores. So Oh wow, the doctor is getting pounded. You see, that's where Apururu will shine, because he's not. I don't see him having a good AoE here. Yeah, a lot of the things that we learn are basically useless. They give you, they teach you languages and stuff that you go outside, you can't get a job. So then, what was the point, right? Yeah, what school teaches you is how to solve problems, basically. You know, one thing in programming is that you have to succeed. Like, doesn't matter what is the project, right? So a boss gives you a project, right? What are you gonna tell him? I cannot do it. You know, the guy is not gonna tell you how to do anything. You basically you get a task and you have to complete it, and it has to work. And another thing interesting in programming is that you know how you're like a baker or a gardener, you know your stuff and you're fine, right? In programming, you constantly have to keep yourself current. So you have to constantly learn. And funny thing about programming is like if you don't use it for a while, you get very rusty. So you have to not only learn it and be up to date, but you also have to refresh yourself. I have to tell you, I'm very impressed with this doctor. I mean, he's insanely quick. Without a doubt, one of the best trusts. I used to work for a recruiter, so he was recruiting for large corporations. So it's important on your resume, especially for programming, that you put in when was the last time you used the skill. Good night, Abby. So like in the skill sets that you have, right, where you list your skills, it's good to put in what you used and what is the years that you used it. So let's say you have 15 years of C++, right? So you can say 15 years last use in 2021. So that's already puts you in a better spot and sticks out. Because if you have 15 years of C++, but you used it last in like 5 years ago, you're gonna be rusty. Yeah, this is the only guy with amnesia, and he's so good. Did you see how fast he removes paralysis? And we're going lightning fast now. Did you guys notice? You know, I used to take Japanese, like I actually got some decent amount of Japanese under my belt. Interesting thing about Japanese, I used to study ninjutsu for 4 years, right? So it's a martial art thing, and the guy was also teaching samurai classes on Saturdays. So that got me exposed a lot to the culture and the language. Oh wow, this is a lot of rabbits, guys. It's a lot of rabbits we got here. Oh, this truss is insane, man. It it's definitely one of the best trusts in the game. I can't wait to see what he does after you upgrade him. Yeah. I slept like 4 hours in the afternoon, so I have a lot of energy now. Oh, thank you, sir. What am I doing? Uh, wow, how many? We've been making four, four crystals already. Well, when you cleave with blue in here, make sure you have at least you have 4 treasure hunter. I notice also my damage is much higher. No, it's not a erotic sleep. It's just sometimes you need to catch up. A lot of people just take naps when they get a little bit older. If you want to sleep well, don't think about anything when you fall asleep, because anything you're debating in your head is gonna keep you from sleeping. One second, I'm gonna close the door. So, wow, the farming is going crazy. Seven already, guys. Transcend. I have a bachelor in computer science, but you know what? Like, I was thinking about masters in computer science, but masters in computer science is completely useless. What typically people do is that they get like an MBA. Eight, wow. Yeah, soldering is interesting. Watch out with all the fumes though. You know, make sure you use always good ventilation. Because that thing smells. No, what I said about soldering, make sure you be careful with the fumes, because that when you're burning all those metals, right? It smells. So it's always good to be in a ventilated area or have some fan or yeah, probably if you figure out how to fix electronics, that's a good money saving technique, right? How much stuff people throw out because they don't know how to fix it. Now, watch out with hacking because it's you know, it's a risky thing, and you know, people get sensitive over this stuff. You know, like you gotta pick your poison these days, right? What to do, right? Because the most important thing is time. Sometimes they give you stuff for free, and you're like, well, it's free, but okay, it's nice, but you don't factor in that how much time you're gonna spend, you know. Wow. You know, with this guy, this potion guy, I can actually ditch Apururu now. So I can use that Geo Trust. You might want to look at there's something called Internet of Things. So that's like Internet of Things is dealing with frameworks for devices. Oh, I was outside the range. Yeah, so without a doubt, one of the best shots in the game. There's really no need for Aperure anymore. So I'm gonna change to Sil Unity. So we see it doesn't target. Yeah, what did you iPad? So you unlocked your iPad? Let's see. 9. Nice. Let's see. You want to talk about nostalgia? How well, I mean, how sweet was that America Online modem sound when they made a connection, right? Remember those days? Oh, and back then there was no spam, right? So every mail was something good. Yeah, and internet could be a mean place. I agree. Wow, I am so close to them. I gotta get out of there. Cause if these guys gang up on you, they can beat me up. Yeah, so if you remember America Online, you basically were there at the beginning, where everything was getting started. How cool it was to see a picture on the internet, right? When this thing finally downloaded. Yeah, now with the social media stuff, like imagine you go with your parents, you know, to a nice vacation. Afterwards, you post a picture of that vacation. And you share it with some people. And, you know, you don't get your likes. If you're a very sensitive person, that can be devastating. So social media can be a mean place. Yeah, these were the days where people were using password as the password. Or they use their dog's name, you know. Did you ever watch that movie, War Games? Well, if you're good at this stuff, you can apply for a job at a security company. You know, there's also bounties. Google offers a lot of bounties if you find vulnerability in certain things. So you can make very good money on that. Wow, another crystal. 14 crystals, man. That's 1,400,000. Cool. So that gives you like a celebrity status. Look at this crazy angle. I'm like looking up her. Wow, 2 Paragon Thief cards. $14 crystals, 4 Thief cards. Cool, yeah. I mean, if you're good at this stuff, just try to get work for some security companies like famous famous people. You know, it's or you can do bounties for Google or Microsoft. So that was a very successful Omen run. Wow, 14 cards, 14 crystals and 4 cards. Yeah. So what's the total we have now? 30 crystals and wow, third stack of cards. I'm gonna have to start cracking on those upgrades. Well, I will have to go to sleep right now because it's very late. Thank you, everyone. Nice talking to you, Paul. So it was a very interesting run, and we got the relic upgraded, we got the deeds done, and got Monberaux, and the trust is amazing. I'm very impressed. Take care, guys. Peace out.